So I want to address a weird question that I don't get asked a lot, but I feel like I want to address it before I start getting asked it a lot. Everyone knows I've been playing Call of Duty, at least for fun, for like the last what 2 to 3 years. I've been playing it a lot. I just got into concentration back when Cold War was released. At least I want to say, I'm pretty sure it was Cold War was the year I got really into Call of Duty content. And one thing that I think people were gonna start asking me, I'm gonna just answer it now. Why don't I do competitive Call of Duty? Or as something that I answered on stream, why I don't necessarily sit around and sweat all day on Call of Duty. And the main question is that no one would care. Most Number one, no one would care. Number two, that's not fun. I'm gonna start with the first part because this is more in depth. Wait, which one did I say first? I don't know. Yeah, that one. This one's gonna be more in depth and makes sense because of how it's been talked about, and it's for one main reason. This is the huge reason on why I think no one really care if I got in a competitive Call of Duty because most of my skill comes from this thing right here. Which the most impressive thing I can say is that I don't use custom controllers. I don't. I don't like using a custom controller. I've tried before, back when my old controllers got stick drift and I couldn't really use them. I have an Xbox controller that I use that has paddles on them. I just don't like the feel of them, and I prefer in my opinion, PS5 controller is probably my favorite controller of all time. At least feel wise, it just feels so nice. It's awesome, dude. Feels good on the hands. But aim assist being a huge issue with Call of Duty and stuff like that kind of just turns people off from watching content from a guy like me, especially if it's competitive. Because everyone's using it. Everyone also, why does my cheekbone look like I'm straight up starving to death, bro? Like, look at that. That's so. I just noticed that. That is hilarious. But yeah, no. Especially if you go into somebody's stream, you see them playing a controller and then keyboard and mouse. You're gonna be like the guy on keyboard and mouse is way more impressive because it's all artificial. It's all natural. And then people are like, why don't you just switch to the keyboard and mouse? Because then I'm getting rolled everything. Like controller is a super easy thing to play on, and I'll say that for sure. It is easy to play on. But it depends on the game, though. It truly does depend on the game. Depends on the player. You could be garbage and still be on controller. And I think Modern Warfare 3 is now probably the best example of that because aim assist is not as strong as it is in Modern Warfare 2. Definitely. I find myself losing a lot more gunfights because my aim will just start to randomly like turn right off and then I'll have to readjust quickly to get back on target. It's insane. But I do think that aim assist, as it is, if you have it now and go into competitive back with, if they are ranked Modern Warfare 3, would I play it? Maybe. Probably not a lot because the game people are passionate and I just do not care enough. That's another reason too. I just don't care. I don't care to be known as the best Call of Duty player of all time because if I wanted to, I could. 100%. If I put my time and effort into it, I really could. But then I wouldn't like the game anymore. I wouldn't like playing the game. I wouldn't like having people wouldn't like playing with me either. It would just be an unfun experience for everybody because I'd just be sweating the entire time and I'd be using the same thing every time that I just would be known as the best. I couldn't have fun ever. No people would like to play with me or against me because I'm just unfun. But now that I have a way of showing off my skill in a way that is somewhat constructive and isn't completely boring, people will be like, oh, well, this is neat. This is something interesting. It's a guy who has probably one of the best inputs in the game, but he isn't sweating, using the best gun in the game, doing like sweaty content. He's using the worst guns in the game and is attempting to win gunfights. I'm giving people more of a chance to kill me because I'm on controller. Isn't that just crazy to think of? I'm the meme content creator. I at least try to. In some games, I do try my heart out because it's fun to do so in certain games. But in Call of Duty, it's just not because most people just say you're on controller. We don't care, and that's just the worst thing to ever be told, like ever. Like it sucks being good at video games, at least somewhat, and then having someone tell you, "Man, congrats, you killed because you have aim assist," and it's like, you do realize in some games I have to like literally like there's times where I like wake up and I play a game and I can just get mixed because my head sometimes can't wrap itself around certain things. I played Fortnite ranked the other day and I had like some weird tunnel vision thing going on where this guy was like grappling on me and because I had like this weird thing going off my head, I actually started to lose him and he was in point blank range on me. And I started to lose him on my screen visibly. And I had to get off. It was crazy. Don't know what was happening. I was lost. There are genuine times where I just start to lose people. But yeah, no. Back to what I said, competitively, the game would just no longer be fun. I don't want to be competitive. I just don't care to. It's not fun. That's why when I 1v1 people for fun, I use snipers. I don't run around with the best guns in the game. Because you know why? It's easy. I am on controller and I can kill you in an instant. Why would I do that? When I can just be on, when I can just take the best input and then challenge myself. You see how it's just way more fun to do? It's just a drastically different situation. But yeah, I just thought I would get this out. It's 5 minutes long. I don't know. I may post the same day as the other one, but yeah, no. Competitive Call of Duty has never been my thing. I just don't care for it. I could do it, but I just don't want to. Yeah. Peace. Have a nice day.